After the only being in the universe realized it could create different dimensions and realities by splitting itself, the entire process of the universe became about experience, because it wants to know itself from as many perspectives as possible. However, beings in the fourth dimension face a problem. They can almost live forever. When you exist in one form eternally, you might only know one aspect of things. You cannot become other things to understand yourself from different angles. Therefore, to help the Creator gain more experiences and perspectives of itself, beings in the fourth dimension designed the system of reincarnation so that the same soul can transform into different entities over infinite time to understand itself from various perspectives and to understand every aspect of the Creator. This reincarnation system consists of 4 stages: expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence. Expression refers to the consciousness expressing itself from the spirit within to the matter outside. In the third dimension, this manifests as birth, where the soul is born into a human through the mother's womb. After the spirit completes the expression from within to the outside, it needs to undergo experiences, which is experimentation. Experimentation means the spirit experiences the play and evolution path it chooses for itself through the form of matter, becoming a character in the game. In the third dimension, this is represented as growth. When we come into this world, we will understand ourselves, get to know the world, and experience everything in the world through the process of growth. When experimentation reaches a certain stage and the spirit accumulates enough experience, it needs to integrate these experiences together to complete the understanding of its perspectives. In the third dimension, this is manifested as reproduction. Reproduction means when you have completed your lifelong learning, gained enough understanding, and passed on your knowledge to the next generation. The next generation represents the collection of your life and the integration of yourself. When the spirit completes the integration, it needs to embark on the next journey to learn new perspectives. This is when it transcends the experience of the current life. In the third dimension, this is represented as death. Death is when you have experienced your entire life, completed your life path, gained many valuable things, and then choose to let go of these things to enter another journey. This is your transcendence of this human life. Therefore, these 4 stages correspond to the birth, growth, reproduction, and death of our lives. But this process will continue to repeat until we have learned enough perspectives in the third dimension, raised our consciousness, and graduated into the next dimension. When the reincarnation system was designed, it seemed like a terrifying concept to beings in the third dimension, as if it were trapping them somewhere. But we must understand that the purpose of the entire universe is experience and evolution. The reason why we need to experience is because the Creator wants to understand itself and needs to incarnate as different beings to gain different experiences. The reason why we need to evolve is because when the Creator has completed all experiences, it will return to the void and tell itself, "Now I know who I am and what I can become." Then with these understandings, it will create a new universe and new realities. These processes are infinite, with no end, because the universe is infinite, and so is the Creator. Therefore, when beings in the fourth dimension exist almost eternally in one form, it is almost a form of punishment for them, because they cannot achieve evolution. because evolution requires them to constantly shift perspectives to understand themselves and elevate their consciousness. Thus, the design of reincarnation allows them to divide eternal time into different stages and become different roles to understand and learn different perspectives. Therefore, when the reincarnation system was launched, many beings in the fourth dimension chose to pass away in their dimension and be born into the third dimension, as the third dimension allows for greater evolution. The purpose of reincarnation is to allow us to understand that reality is a sphere. It's impossible to see the essence of reality from just 1, 2, or 3 perspectives. We need to constantly change roles and perspectives in this reality in order to discover the true nature of things. In other words, if in this current life you are playing the role of a daughter and have a bad relationship with your mother, in the next life, the two of you may switch roles, and you will learn about your relationship with her from your mother's perspective. The purpose of reincarnation is to allow us to change perspectives through constant experiences and learn the true essence of everything until we become a sphere ourselves. Expression, experimentation, integration, and transcendence are the 4 pillars of the fourth dimension. They devised a plan for the experience in the third dimension, allowing consciousness to learn different things within finite time amid infinite time. We shouldn't view it as something negative, because it enables us to become different entities to experience various lives and worlds, which makes the game more interesting. Its goal is not to trap us somewhere, but to allow us to learn more efficiently.